Hello, today I'm going to show you how to work the Kitchener's stitch. This is a stitch that you would use if you have a stockinette fabric with two sides or maybe two separate pieces that you want to merge at the top without there being an obvious seam. So for this you have to place your stitches. You have to have an equal number of stitches on both needles, and you have to place them with the purl stitches towards each other. You also have to leave a long tail of yarn, at least 4 times the length of your seam. And I prefer to have a too long tail than to run out of yarn. You also need a tapestry needle to weave the thread back and forth. So to set up, you need to do 2 things. First, you need to take your tapestry needle through your first stitch on the front needle as if to purl. Then you need to take your needle through the first stitch on your back needle as if to knit. Now there's 4 steps to the Kitchener stitch. First, you take your tapestry needle through the first stitch on your front needle as if to knit. Pull your yarn through and then pull the stitch off the needle. Then you take your tapestry needle through the second stitch as if to purl. Then we move on to the back needle. So you take your tapestry needle through the first stitch as if to purl. Pull the yarn through and then pull the stitch off the needle. Then take your needle through the first stitch as if to knit. And that's all the steps. So let's do it again. So take your tapestry needle through the first stitch on your front needle as if to knit, and pull the stitch off the needle. Pull the yarn through. Then take the needle through the second stitch as if to purl and pull the yarn through. Move on to the back needle. Pull the needle through the first stitch as if to purl. And then through the second, and take the stitch off the needle and then pull the needle through the second stitch as if to knit. Back to the front needle. Through the first stitch as if to knit. Take the stitch off the needle. And through the second stitch as if to purl. Back needle. First stitch as if to purl. Second stitch as if to knit. Front needle, first stitch as if to knit. Second stitch as if to purl. Back needle, first stitch as if to purl. Second stitch as if to knit. Front needle, first stitch as if to knit, second stitch as if to purl. Back needle, first stitch as if to purl, second stitch as if to knit. Front needle, first stitch as if to knit, second stitch as if to purl. Back needle, first stitch as if to purl, second stitch as if to knit. Front needle, first stitch as if to knit, second stitch as if to purl. Back needle, first stitch as if to purl, second stitch as if to knit. Front needle, first stitch as if to knit, second stitch as if to purl. Back needle, first stitch as if to purl, second stitch as if to knit. Then let's keep doing this all the way to the end. And now I only have 3 stitches left on each needle, but I will just keep going as I have before. And here we have our Kitchener stitch. If you want the tension to be more even than this, you have to pull on your thread consistently, but also this will even out when you block your garment or your project. I hope you enjoyed this video and that this helped you. Bye!